for having me. I appreciate the opportunity.
We're excited to have you today. For anyone that's watching today, how do you describe yourself? Who is Shonisani and who are you becoming?
I think Shonisani is a girl that emanates from a village in Venda, Makwatambani, but she's also a very passionate and a very energetic girl, a goal getter.
Shumela Venda.
Shumela Venda. That's what we hear for after so many toll gates.
Yes.
We are aspiring for greatness. And I think Shonisani is a girl that really resonates with God. It's a girl that is a believer. But most of all, it's a girl that has pivoted her life from being a corporate girly to one of entrepreneurship. And that is where I'm headed.
Yeah.
Just to establish a brand that has got footprints over all different provinces in South Africa. And that's where we're going.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, that's who you're becoming.
That's who I'm becoming. Yeah.
Oh, wow. And your brand is?
Pitted Olive Catering Services.
Yeah, why Pitted Olive?
So Pitted Olive was actually a name that was, like I said, I'm a Christian girly rooted in Christ. It was a business that was born out of struggle, and where I was really where I was in a financial crisis, and I mean, God just opened up this thing where He just gave me an idea of just during COVID, and I started cooking, and I was cooking for family, and people were starting to request for my meals to say, can you cook for us? Can you do this for us? And I said, I don't run a catering company. I don't cook. And people started doing it. And I said, okay, let me try it. So when I was reflecting on the Bible and I was looking about the story about the olive oil and everything, it was something that resonated with me, that you say you get olive oil only after you've been crushed.
Yes.
And I was in my crushing process when I went through, those financial constraints, but yet something beautiful was going to be born.
Yeah.
And I tried to, incorporate that to what I was experiencing at that particular time, and hence the name Pitted Olive. So it's a name that is based on biblical principles, and that's why the name is Pitted Olive. And I mean, it's just something that just came to me, and I was like, okay, this is gonna stick, and it has worked so far. So that's where the name comes from.
Yeah, and I love the sound of it. Yes. So, do you have any hero or heroes?
I don't know if I've got any heroes, and I think I aspire to people. But I think the ultimate hero for me would have to be my mother. I mean, it always sounds so cliched when you say your hero is your mother, but I think she's the woman that has moved through life with so much grace and with so much peace, and considering a lot of the things that would be happening, raising children, the dynamics, being in a village, trying to grow a career.
Yeah.
And she still did it with so much humility. And I always say to her, if I can become half of the woman that you are, I would have said that I would have accomplished, because you do it with so much grace and you keep so much peace within you despite the challenge. So my ultimate hero, be it cliched or not, it's my mom.
Oh, wow. Thank you for saying that, sis. I like the fact that you're saying, if you could be half the woman she is. And because I think I said the same words to say, if I could just be half the woman my mom was, I would be happy. Thank you. So we live in a world where everything is fast, it's transactional. We need money, we work for it, we embrace it. It takes us from point A to B. So I want to know, what does money mean to you?
I think money for me means freedom. It's a transactional kind of a thing. You trade money for either memories, for either goods. It is not something that I attach so much value to, but it's a means to an end, and the ultimate end for money is that we are called to use it for different purposes. And for me, I feel like that is also a vessel that God uses for you to change the lives of others and bringing about miracles to other people's lives, and knowing that God exists. I mean, you can preach all you want about God, and if you don't have the money to bring about the change that's required, then it's all preach. So for me, money is a means to an end, and to be a vessel to be used to change lives, but also to bring freedom to me personally as an entrepreneur, to be able to pursue and to build something sustainable and something that can carry out through when I'm not there. So that is what money means to me.
So I wanted to ask you to say, what inspired you to be a chef? And I remember you're not a qualified chef, but you're still chef. In our words, you're a cook. Let's just say that. What inspired you? I know you said during the COVID-19 you started small and people were requesting, over and above that, why did you decide to remain? Yeah.
So I always say that cooking is not something that I chose. It's something that chose me.
Oh, wow.
And because I grew up like not liking to cook, so I don't have a story where I would say I used to hang around my mom's kitchen and cook and I enjoyed it. I hated it.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was a chore. Like at home,
Yes.
to get me to cook would be something that people will have to fight about it. When it's my day to cook, if
Yeah.
everybody knew, I'll be like, "Hey guys, we're gonna have inkomazi
Yeah.
and pap," because that's how much I hated it, or disliked it. But I think when I found purpose in it and I found meaning, and I found it so fulfilling. And that is maybe the reason that I stayed. You know, after I'd cooked and I'd served people, the conversations that would emanate from when people are having my food afterwards, the kind of gestures that I would get to say we really enjoyed, this was really beautiful, and how you would serve people. And I realized maybe this is my gift on how to serve people.
Yeah.
And that is what kept me going. And I think that's what keeps me going, and that's what brings the greatest fulfillment, the pleasure that I get. It's very hard to cook. It requires demanding on the body.
You make it look so easy. I mean, I look at your plating and your stuff on Instagram. By the way, you leave your Instagram handle, and it looks so clean and presentable.
And I say I'm always being carried by grace. I think that is the grace that has been carrying me throughout.
Yeah.
But I think it's that fulfillment that I get, that I could cater for 500 people today and wake up tomorrow and still do it all over again with a smile.
Yeah.
And it's something that genuinely brings joy. So I think that is what now I've termed that I have found my purpose, and I'm living my purpose, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
Oh, wow. Amazing. So everybody, whether you're a chef or a cook in the kitchen, there is a certain ingredient. They call it secret ingredients. I don't know. Do you have such an ingredient that you like to work with, and why that ingredient?
I think my favorite thing to work with in the kitchen is Cajun spice.
Yeah.
I think it's quite a versatile spice that you can use for anything. It kind of lifts the dish. Like you can be using it preparing lamb, chicken, beef, soup, vegetables. Just a sprinkle of Cajun kind of elevates the flavor. So I think it's one spice that always works. I never want not to have it in my kitchen because it's so versatile, and it automatically lifts the flavors in any dish. So that is my secret ingredient, Cajun spice.
Yeah. So with the amount of work that you do, creativity, looking at creativity, profitability, because you're running a business, and also the demand, and what happens when it's a busy season, how do you handle all that pressure and all these elements and ensure that you still produce an excellent service?
So I think catering or cooking requires you to be a meticulous planner.
Yeah.
So it all goes down to planning. I mean, clients think it's seamless. You know, we get there, the food is cooked, and we are plating, but it actually starts days before. How much of what do I need? How much quantities? When am I going to buy this? When do we buy the non-perishables? When do we buy the perishables? When do we do prep? When do we not? But I think what we've managed to do is that we've always said that we stretch our capacity, but within that we're not going to compromise quality of the brand, and also the quality of the food experience that we'll get. So we have a number that we cap, and then that's when we say we are fully booked. Then we know we can handle 3 to 5 events on a day, depending on the different menus, serving times, and so forth. So at times where we have big events and where we need to do, we plan out our events and lay them out in such a way that one will be having lunch or at 12 o'clock, one will have lunch at 3 o'clock, one will have lunch or dinner at 7 o'clock. So then we know the different time slots, and we time it back to when the dishes need to be prepared. Because with food, it's very sensitive. You cannot prepare too early or too late, because timing is a critical factor. So you need to be very good with timing so that you are balanced. But also you don't want to compromise by now being overly booked, but also under deliver. So we try to plan that we want to maintain our brand aesthetics to make sure that we deliver consistently all the time, whether we're doing one event or 2 events in a day, and that's not compromised.
Oh, wow. I love that. I love that. So what's your cooking style?
I'm more of a comfort cook, a home cook, a traditional cook. I do not. I'm not overly fancy, but I want to cook food that resonates in the soul. Comfort food, food that you eat and it's nostalgic, food that reminds you of home. You know, when it's cold, I just want to make an oxtail. I want to make a lamb curry. Things that people can identify with. At times we do get requests for 5-star, 7-star Michelin type of food, and we do that. But I am more towards comfort food, homegrown food, that kind of like, when you eat it and you feel like that's just what I needed, and that is my style of cooking.
Oh wow! Yeah. So, Shoni, if you were not a cook, what would you do, or what would you be?
I think if I was not a cook, or I have not pivoted my career, I think I would be where I used to be in corporate, doing legal work for insurance, in arbitration and mediation and dispute resolution. It's something that I thoroughly enjoy. I think I thoroughly enjoy the law, but I think there was a greater calling than the law. So I think I would just kind of digress back to where I was, which was in the legal fraternity. So yeah.
So how's your relationship with food?
I think my relationship with food is one that is a bit tricky. I eat when I'm happy. I eat when I'm sad.
Yeah.
I eat all the time.
Yeah.
So I just overly love food, and I love the experiences around food, and I love the conversation that spark. I love hosting.
Yeah.
So my relationship with food is one that is very connected to my emotions, whether happy or sad. I just love food, and I feel that food invokes a certain emotion from me. If I eat and I'm happy, I kind of like feel fulfilled type of a thing. So me and food we're good buddies. So that's the reason I never get tired of it. So yeah, I really enjoy food.
Yeah. So what are we looking forward to? What's your next as Pitted Olive and as Shonisani?
So I think what we're currently focusing on is elevation.
Yeah.
The brand is growing rapidly.
Oh wow.
And we need to now catch up with the momentum. And I mean, this is happening, clock
it.
Yeah, so it's happening quite rapidly. And I mean, growth comes, and you need to now move with the pace. So we are now wanting to focus on going full force on being a luxury and a bespoke catering brand, brand that is dominating, and a brand that is known. When you think catering, you think Pitted.
Yes.
You think catering, you think Pitted.
Yeah.
So we want to really solidify our footprints, like I said, in all the provinces, to have branches in all the provinces. But what we are doing, we're doing it in segment to say, okay, let's perfect Joburg first and have it solidified. Then we're going to move to the next province. So we're looking at expansion. There is a great demand. I mean, when I go on social media, people will be asking, are you in Lagos? Are you in Cape Town? Yes. Are you, even overseas? So I realized that there is a need for us to grow the brand bigger than to what we think it is, and make it across. But we need to do it in such a way that there will be consistency across. So it needs me to kind of like establish systems, processes, and structures so that we get right. So, and we test it out here, and then once that has kind of proven to be what it is that we want, then we can start rolling it out. But the plan is expansion. It's expansion. It's growth. Expansion.
Big. We're going big and bigger
and bigger. Yeah. So that's the goal. We want to go big, and that's where we're headed for.
Okay. I take it that as Shoni as well is the same.
Yeah, I think right now the Shoni in terms of my personal journey and in terms of my entrepreneurial journey has kind of become intertwined. So where I identify with the business, because this is something that has been built, but we're trying to perfect. So a lot of time goes into it. But as Shoni as the individual, I think I want to grow into more of what God has called me into serving, in terms of with the gift that God has given me.
Yes.
In terms of that, to kind of put that forward, that is a part of me that I think I've suppressed, because obviously time constraints. But I really want to serve God with the gift that I have, and just trying to evolve as a person, and trying to find my strength as a leader. Being a leader and running a business with full-time employees and structures and all that, you need a lot of discipline. It develops a lot of your character in terms of who you are. So that is why I'm working on character development to kind of make me an efficient and an effective leader. So that's what I'm doing for Shoni personally.
Shoni, it's been great speaking to you.
Thank you so much.
I love that. So what advice, I want you to look at that camera, that's your camera. I want you to advise the up and coming cooks and the people aspiring to be chefs and the one that want to step into catering space. Yeah, what do you want to say to them?
So what I basically want to say, guys, and I mean, it's something that is cliche, just start. There is no perfect start. Don't wait to have the perfect equipment. Don't wait to be the perfect cook. You will clarify the skill or perfect the skill once you've started. I mean, I started cooking in my 2-bedroom little townhouse, and now we've grown to having our own industrial kitchen. We've grown to a fleet of vehicles. So you just need to start, but also identify what is your target market, what is your niche, what do you want to do. Do you want to do private dining? Do you want to do catering? Do you want to be a home cook? And try and get that. Once you've gotten that, find similar like-minded people and align and find mentorship so that you don't have to start from nothing, where you at least have a base of somebody giving you information or offering assistance, but just start. And once you've started, the clearer it becomes.
Yeah. Jenny, wow, that was a mouthful.
Thank you.
So where do people find you, Pitted Olive? Where do they reach you?
So we have got footprints on all our social media pages. At Instagram, we are Pitted Olive Catering Services. On TikTok, Pitted Olive Services. Even on Facebook, Pitted Olive Catering Services. And also our website, www.pittedolive.co.za.
Thank you, sis.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining the conversation.
I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
We out.
Thank you.